Live. Welcome to Good Vibes Live, episode 1. I'm one of the two guys that talk on here normally. I guess hasn't really. Mike, take it away. How you doing, buddy? Doing
Episode 1 of 100
And then
for season 1. 6 seasons and a movie.
6 seasons and a movie. We're not original here, apparently.
No.
I had no idea. No, we just take other things.
I'll be taking a joke from everywhere I can.
Mike, how did I just realize you were a middle child? How did I just learn?
I didn't know you were a middle child until right now either.
Okay, so we don't talk about our families enough.
we don't really talk about much.
Yeah, we don't. We
really talk about surface level things.
Why we got a podcast together.
Exactly. 2 white guys with some hard hitting opinions. It only makes sense.
Didn't know their family background at all. Mike, you have I guess an older sibling and a younger one.
That's correct. That would make me a middle child.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty impressive how I was able to discern that with just the basic information.
Guy.
It's arithmetic, really.
I have an older brother and a younger sister.
Wow, me too. Exact same setup.
How old's your brother?
He is 27.
My brother's. I'm 24 now.
Mm-hmm.
So that means my brother's currently 26. In June, he'll be 27, though.
Happy birthday. What's his name?
Ryan.
Yo. My brother's name is Brian.
Wow. What's your sister's name?
Don't worry about it. Not your problem.
How old is she?
My sister is definitely, I can't name her. I don't remember it.
Okay.
But she is not 18. 18, I think.
18.
Yeah. Yep. That's nice. How old she is.
And she goes to school?
Does she go to school? Is that what you're questioning? Yeah, she does. She goes
high school, college.
College is going to a local community school because she's smarter than me and decided
saving money.
Yeah,
that is the smart decision.
Fucked up. You did too, so at least that's cool. That's why we got a podcast, because we have like this feeling that we got to do whatever we can. To, grind. Hustle all day.
Grind and endure, if you will.
Pushing it. That's what I do.
We are the universe embodied.
Yes, we are. Well, I think so. That's.
I know so.
I was just telling someone that the other day, bro.
They don't believe you sometimes. They're like, "What do you mean?" I say, "I am stardust from the universe, and I decided to take on the human experience. So I took this beautiful host, and I am now walking around looking for purpose. What is purpose? Love. Love is purpose. Welcome to Good Vibes Live.
A purpose. Yeah. What's the point here? We talk about our siblings on this show?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we just give a dissertation. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, of our families.
I mean, you could use it that way. Yeah. You definitely could. Okay. So, you got a sister, a younger one, sounds, the sounds of it.
That would be correct.
Where does she fall on the, age scale? I just feel like I got to ask you, because you asked me about mine. And if
my sister might be your age, actually.
Good. Nice.
She's a senior in college.
I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say it that way. I guess we've probably exhausted all the, comedy of this bit, right? What's the point of this show?
What happened?
Yeah, what's the point of this show, buddy? What's the idea?
Oh,
jeez. Who am I?
All right. My name is Mike Carm. A couple years ago, I had an idea. I said, you know what? There's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of bad vibes. There's a lot of BS. There's a lot of fake news going around, and people walk through life. They're frowning, but a cat like me. I says, I don't like that. I don't need that. I'm good vibes. I want to spread that. When I was younger, my parents looked at me in the car after about an hour and a half of me singing to myself, creating a play of pirates conquering the world. They said, Michael, will you shut the fuck up? And I said, you know what, Mom and Dad, I'm just enjoying myself. I've embodied that every day for the past 20 some odd years. And now I want to bring that to the world. I want the world to enjoy themselves. So here at Good Vibes Live, we're not going to spew you BS. We're not going to spew you negativity. We're going to hit you with positivity constantly. We're going to have a playlist of love. We're going to have positive news stories. We're going to have girls who have OnlyFans promoting what they have to sell to the world. And you know what? We love that. We love that. We love the entrepreneurial spirit, and we love them. We love everyone.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about those interviews too. I get it. It's going to be sweet. Those are good people. They're also, more importantly, hilarious comedians. I haven't seen either of them live. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't. I don't want to listen. Listen, they're good. They got good tweets, but usually is a good indication, I think.
I think Twitter is the only indication of if you're funny or not.
That's a hot take. I mean,
if you don't get at least 69 retweets per tweet, you're not funny.
That makes sense to me, bro. It's because it's not funny, and if it's not, 69 retweets,
it's like you're the man.
It's like not even that many.
No, not even.
Yeah, like consistently too. But I guess so. Mike, where do you call home right now?
Currently, I reside in New York, Montgomery, New York. If you've ever heard of it, it's a nice little town, about an hour north of New York City. A lot of people know that location. The vibes right now in New York are a little off due to this coronavirus, but we're keeping it positive here in the Carmody household. We're really enjoying ourselves.
Hold on, let me cut you right there. We should make this podcast timely, so let's like pretend this coronavirus thing isn't even real.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm fucking around. Go on. I just meant to interject. I just felt like I hadn't heard the sound of my own voice for a little while. So, and that's I thought it. Please go on, Mike.
What better time to hear the sound of your own voice than right now?
How messed up is it that I cut you off, a New Yorker talking about New York?
Yeah, honestly, where are you from, Liam?
I'm from Central Massachusetts. I live
listen to this story that I have to. No, I'm just kidding.
I realized what I was doing was way ruder than I meant it to be when I was doing it, and I kind of just feel bad.
I didn't take it as rude at all.
It's not a good vibe. It was a bad vibe.
Whoa, there's no bad vibes on this podcast.
No, it was a bad vibe, Mike. I was there. Can't even pretend.
I can pretend.
No more of those ever. No more. Ever. Mike, please tell me about people dying in New York now.
Okay, good vibes. A lot of people are living. Hey, see, now what they don't tell you is I don't know anybody with the coronavirus. How bad can it be? Whoa. It's also not true. I do know a couple people that have it. But they're not dead because they're still alive.
Yeah. I mean, are they living though?
They're not dead.
Facts.
They're not dead.
Some real shit, man.
It is some real shit. Should we restart? Should we restart this entire thing?
I thought this has been like crushing content.
Welcome to Good Vibes Live.
Yeah. Hey, listen, there's a pandemic going on. There's only so much positivity you can have. We hide behind a facade of positivity. We're just like everyone else. So there's nothing wrong with that. I think. But Mike, other than the pandemic ravaging you and your people and your home, town, personal people affected, how's life going, buddy?
I would say, a lot of people don't enjoy the quarantine. They're like, listen, I'm going stir. For me personally, there's two things in the world I love doing: chilling and nothing. So right now, I'm kind of thriving. I'm chilling. I'm doing nothing all day, every day. I wake up, I look outside. I says, I'm going to go back to bed for a couple hours. I wake up, make a sandwich, watch some Netflix. I mean, it really doesn't get better for a guy who has zero drive and ambition.
No, that makes sense to me, bro. For real. I am with you in that I love chilling. I love hanging.
It's true.
I love both those things. And to be honest with you, this is my last semester in college. I haven't drank more than this semester, so I know I'm having a good time. That's just facts.
I actually read somewhere that college kids, specifically seniors, are the only people affected by the coronavirus. Can you confirm?
So I saw this video. We can link it because I'm cool with people knowing how much I hate this particular video. It was like the most like melodramatic bullshit about this girl talking about how her senior year was over and she kept saying, reminding people, there are people dying, there's more important stuff, but I had my college year just taken away from me. And it was just like,
did you really say that?
Bro, I'm gonna send you the thing. It's like a 15-minute video. Ads, and it's so heavy, bro.
Would you say it's bad vibes?
No, I mean it's just a woman. It's not a woman. I don't know. It's a person that needs to find something about themselves in fucking everything and assumes people care. And they do. I was reading the comments, bro. There's a lot of people my age that are pussy bitches. I'll take them all.
Oh,
I don't give
yeah.
a fuck. You fucking like have a problem about your school, you're getting canceled, but you didn't die or anyone you cared about. Then I don't know how much you really get to, have an opinion on this one. I'm sorry. Go out and go on spring break or something.
I get the initial effect, the initial sadness, like, oh man, senior year's ruined.
Mhm.
And then you like kind of take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
We're going to a depression. Like it's just like it's gonna be bad forever. This is gonna mean nothing soon.
But at the same time, will we go into a depression? My theory, now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Weapon?
The economy's not real.
Oh, exactly. That is, bro.
Bro, it
First
doesn't
off,
make any sense at all.
when Woodrow Wilson sold our country to the Federal Reserve, he also decided money doesn't exist. We can just ebb and flow. We could just create how much wealth we want when we want. So I'm not worried about what's going to happen because I don't worry about things. You know why? Because good vibes prosper. Prosperous, man.
Hope we go to war, because then I don't have to figure anything out. I'm primed to be drafted.
Well, you're still in school, so you can't get drafted right now.
Yeah, dude. Actually, if there was a draft, they'd graduate everyone early. They'd be like, "Come on, guys, it's a war. It's China. We need everyone." I'm assuming.
Listen, I don't want to.
These are a lot of bad vibes going on in this.
I don't want to drop free plugs yet, because I want to get paid for everything I plug. But right now, I got this brew here. Everything's coming up. Conditioned on tangerines, a New England style Indian pale ale, right out of Millhouse Brewing Company, Poughkeepsie, local to me. I gotta say, this is smackaroni and cheese. I've never really, I took a sip and this is the nectar of the gods.
Wow, I really wish I liked beer, bro. What's wrong?
I used to not, because I would only drink like Bud Light and like all that nonsense.
Yeah.
And then I grew up and I started drinking IPAs, craft beers, and there's a whole world out there, Liam.
Really?
Have you gone to a brewery and like tasted other beers other than like Busch Light and like exactly, dude?
Yeah, I guess
garbage.
Yeah.
Expand your palate, man.
Why does everyone else drink them then? What's that about?
It's this false concept of masculinity.
Whoa.
It's this idea that like men drink beer. If you drink a craft beer, you're, quote unquote, gay or like, not a man.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I'm such a comfort. I'm at such comfort with my, I don't know, sexuality, masculinity, whatever I am. I'm just, like I've said, I'm just a combustion of stardust walking around in human form.
Whoa.
So who am I trying to prove anything to? I enjoy the taste of this. I'm going to drink whatever I want. Oh, actually, do you mind if I spin off on a story real quick?
Go for it. No reason not to.
What's your opinion on margaritas?
Love them. I have a fun time with them. They're fun.
I love them as well.
Yeah.
And I was at a local watering hole relatively recently before all of this went down, and I'm sitting there.
I hope it wasn't during this.
No.
I gotta get my margs on, bro. Like
the margs are more important than the old people.
Yeah. Fuck you. I'm getting tons of Corona tonight.
But it's I'm having a good time. I'm drinking a White Russian because I was unaware that's a feminine drink. White Russian. Do you know what a White Russian is?
I know the name, but I can't say I know what's in it.
I don't know what's in it either, but they taste good. Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
I did a very long time ago. So honestly, it's so vague to me.
Bad vibes. But
yeah.
Either way, the dude drinks lots of White Russians, and there's really, to me, no more pinnacle of manlyhood than the dude. And so I says, hey, let me get a White Russian. So I'm there sipping my White Russian, enjoying myself, minding my business. Mm-hmm. And this man who's sipping like a Heineken or something, sitting next to me, looks at me, says, what's that? And I'm with a buddy of mine. He's also sipping a White Russian. So I'm like, it's a White Russian, I'm drinking a Caucasian. He's like, what are you, two fairies? And I was like, what? I said, excuse me, sir. I don't appreciate your tone. And he's like, he asked me, he says, "You drink margaritas too?" I was like,
Whoa, this is bad vibes, bro.
right? I'm like, of course I drink margaritas. I'm a human being with a heart. And he's like, well, he's like, man, your generation's different, man. Back in my day, we used to beat dudes up for drinking those drinks. I was like, well, back in your day, everyone was dumb. Okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, definitely, definitely.
He
They're
was
like,
a
yeah,
dumb
go get
man.
drafted, asshole. You know?
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean back in your day you used to beat people up for? First off, the dude was like 40, so I was like, back in your day, you weren't even old enough to drink these drinks.
Unless,
Really?
well, how old was he? Did you say
I don't know.
ballpark?
Probably like 40-ish.
Oh, dude, he probably could have legally drank at 12 in this
That's
country.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Times are different.
Women wouldn't be able to allowed to vote, but 12-year-olds had to drink because they had to be around fucking women who had to share their opinions on other shit because they
When
couldn't.
did women
where's this
get the
coming
right
from?
to vote?
Huh?
When did women get the right to vote?
Fucking when did World War II happen? It was like
You're a
right
history
before
major.
that. So no, I'm kidding. They got it in like the 20s, I think, 1928.
19, really?
I'm gonna check that because again, the history this is kind of embarrassing. I don't know off the top of my head, right? It's almost like I just don't care.
Didn't affect us.
Didn't fucking matter, And I mean, what I mean by that is they never vote for the right person. That's what I meant by that. They can vote, like they're counting up, they're clogging the fucking arteries of the democracy, but I don't mean anything. I'm saying things for effect. How do I exit the full screen? I love women. I think women make smarter decisions than men sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
But like, there's always that week no, I don't mean that. I don't know. I just they really get upset when you bring that up. And
I think everyone makes equally bad decisions.
when did women? Oh, wow, the first thing, get the right to vote. Okay.
This is bad radio right now.
No, it's gonna be good. The 19th Amendment. Whoa, yeah, 1920.
Oh, nice.
1920. It was between 1878 when the amendment was first introduced, but it wasn't ratified until 1920. And
Wow.
it was around that time. All right, now I'm getting back to the screen here so I can see your beautiful fucking face, Mike. Missed
Isn't
it.
it pretty crazy to think, like, we obviously live in a very progressive time, but like,
Oh yeah.
literally exactly 100 years ago, women were just allowed to speak.
Yeah. God, there was so much more hope for this country. Back then. I don't affect. But it is interesting why we haven't had a girl in that 100 years, right, as a president, right? A little interesting. It's almost
It is a
like
little interesting.
women agree. I don't know. But they represent more of the population. Dude. It's crazy. What do you think about we can't edit, so I'm not gonna say. I stopped myself, Mike. Stop myself.
We need to learn to edit. That's the first task on this podcast.
It's like I could do it if I have access to this computer, which I do. For fortunately, like a month
Foreseeable future.
sister leaves. But then at that point, I can just borrow one of my brothers. I have my own laptop right here. Actually, I had
What
it.
kind of laptop is it?
It's a really, really souped up, really nice gaming laptop that I never one time used to play a game on. I played Civilization 5, which is something that would run on fucking a phone. So, like,
So you can game on your PC?
No, I have the opportunity to, but this laptop is like something's fucked up with it, so I don't really use it for anything. And I got to be honest, God intended games to be played with a controller. It's better.
I agree.
If you play PC, you're a fucking dweeb. I don't know.
Bad vibes, man.
But you think so? You think so?
I mean, I personally am not a gamer. I don't play video games really.
Yeah. I recently with ladies.
I recently got into video games during this quarantine. I decided, hey, let me purchase Assassin's Creed. Great game.
Yeah, it's interesting. You hadn't touched it in a few years, right?
I hadn't. I just got a PS4. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like
during this?
a little bit before this happened. Like,
wow, that worked out.
Yeah, right. It literally did. I hadn't had a gaming system in 6 years.
Yeah, it kicks ass.
It doesn't. I realize like I spend too much time distracting myself. You catch my drift, man?
Got nothing to say as a counter to that.
Yeah, man.
No, it's true.
We got all these screens, man. We're losing touch with who we are.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't disagree there.
How frequently do you meditate?
I don't really buy into that whole liberal propaganda there, but
Oh,
I don't know what to tell you. I had a professor in college. Professor in college, who I'm not going to name. It was a school we both went to, Nichols College. But the professor, right, very popular on campus. Great guy. Like had the, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I never had a class with him though. I wish I did.
Really, really, or her, could be anyone.
Oh yeah, the
just
person.
know that they're into meditating.
Very.
And they always were a really positive. They always had a really positive vibe. They were all good vibes, but it was one of those vibes that you're like, what are you hiding there, buddy?
I think he's just righteously in touch with himself.
Yeah, me too. He's one of those people that, if you talk to for long enough, you can tell he like really believes the stuff that he wants other people to believe about him, I have no idea why I am bringing this guy up.
Because we brought up meditating.
Yeah. And he's the person I have. It's such
in your head.
Yeah, for that. It was my point. I guess the point I could make here and dig myself out of this hole is I did have a class with him or her. And we started every class by meditating, and at first I was like, I cannot believe I'm paying so much money to fucking just sit here and breathe. And literally when I was doing it at that point, and it was pretty sweet. I mellowed out a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to just sit back and like good vibes,
bro. If you spend 15 minutes a day every morning, wake up, sit there in thought. Turn your phone off or just keep it away from you. Sit there. Not in thought necessarily. The whole purpose is to get out of thought. You want to just be. You want to just exist in that moment. It'll change your life, man.
Wow, was that off the cuff? Do you write that?
I actually have a whole script in front of me.
Yeah, that's gonna be the secret of the show.
Right,
just separates us, bro. We write this whole fucking thing, and the thing is to make it seem off the cuff.
It might not seem it, but this entire conversation is scripted.
Yeah, it might not seem it, but that's because we're good at it.
I have an idea I want to introduce, Liam.
Hit me with it.
I know this is our first episode, and I feel as if a lot of podcasts thrive when they rank things. So I want to hear off the cuff.
It's easy to break that out.
Yeah. Off the cuff.
You want that to be a running bit that we just off the cuff have to give a list of something?
Yeah, every episode we need to rank something.
Okay, I don't know if that might get old.
Every episode.
All right. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe it's a recurring bit. I feel like I don't want to be another show that just lists things. I don't want to just be another show.
That's like, dude, I mean, right now we're not even necessarily a show. We're just two dudes talking at each other. Because
then, Mike, you know what happens? You break those clips out, right? And it starts out like a good idea. Okay, It starts out like a good idea. Like, oh, hey, people love this content. They watch these clips all the time. And then you're pigeonholed, Mike, trying to think of lists, and you're driving yourself crazy. Because like, what else do I even give a fuck enough about to make a list of it? Sorry, Mike, go on through your list. I really want to hear this idea.
Chips. Top 5 chips.
Top 5 chips. Oh, fuck. All 3 of them are Doritos, just different types.
What are they?
Cool Ranch.
What?
Okay, hold on.
As your number 1?
Hold on. First of all, I do not like that tone. I don't like it. Was accusatory.
Sorry. It was.
Yeah. And secondly, the only real opinion I had there was yes, Doritos Cool Ranch are my number 1. Wow. I don't really care about the other ones that much.
Wow.
Yeah. Doritos Cool Ranch, number 1. And honestly, Doritos Ranch 3 times, and then I guess Pringles are pretty good. But you know what? You know what are better?
What?
The Lay's Stacks. They are their version of Pringles, bro. I swear, on God. There's way more of them in the container.
Really?
And they taste, without a doubt, considerably better than Pringles. It's just kind of, you got to get over it that like it's not a Pringle, but it is a better product through and through. This podcast, we're a fit. Like I think personally, I don't know about you. I think you should try them. I might airmail you some of these chips because I don't know if it's safe to walk the streets and
please,
sure as fuck not
Please send
safe
them to me.
to get those chips.
Please.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing worth killing someone over.
Send me a care package.
Okay. You remind me to do it. I'm gonna, I'm coming into real show money now that I'm an official showman paid.
Oh
by
yeah, hey, promote your upcoming comedic act.
I really doubt this is going live before that, but
Whatever. Promote that it happened.
Yeah. So tomorrow high key.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah. High
What's
key.
the day?
Friday. Today is Friday the 17th. Tomorrow, Saturday the 18th. Wow. I am hosting Quarantine Live. It's at Nichols College, but it's actually this bedroom because of quarantine. And it's a show that my school, Nichols, very kindly asked for me to host and organize for them. Originally, they asked me to do an hour of stand-up over Zoom, so I was like, "Oh, okay, you guys don't really know what you're talking about." So that's cool. I'm glad, because it was like, oh, it's cool. These people are recognizing me for something, and then I realized I didn't understand a single thing about it, and then it was like, all right, that's cool. I'm totally kidding. If this gets to any of the people that were involved in organizing this show, I'm greatly indebted about it.
Who did organize it?
It's the Nichols. Hold on, I want to get the name.
Was it Marnie?
The clubs. It was not Marnie. It was not Marnie. I love Marnie. We can't
Marnie
name
too.
These people, bro. Probably, right? I don't know. We're not saying anything bad about them yet.
We're just saying names.
And
plus, we didn't say last names.
Facts. All right. I just want to get, because Nichols. It's the CAB, Campus Activities Board at Nichols College. Organized it. They reached out to me. I did a show. I've done a few shows there now. I'm a stand-up comedian, by the way. I guess I haven't really said that yet at any point in here. I'm just an asshole with a microphone. And you're like, wow, you're the comedian. The other kid, he's making me laugh way more. What's that about? Mike is a comedian. He's just I'm
an aspiring stand-up comedian.
Dude, you are.
I'm aspiring.
You're very funny. I've been done on. I really do think.
Oh no, it's
that people put too much on it, as it like being. First of all, yeah, it is way better. Like this is way more consistently better, like recording, than before it was. If you're running it through your computer, right? Yeah. Versus your phone. Yeah, it's way more consistent. Way more consistent.
I haven't lost connection at all until right there, but it came right back. Yeah. Sorry, I'm poor and can't afford Wi-Fi, so I stream it from my neighbors.
Really?
No, I'm fucking loaded. I got 6. Hey,
first of all, I want to be super clear. I don't give a fuck about your money. What I cared about was the Wi-Fi. Like I was like, man, the people are still leaving that shit unprotected. That's so not in this day and age. You know what I'm doing? I get free Wi-Fi.
Should I grow Flow?
Downloading porn. Yeah, of course, bro. How do you not have why am I more raggly? I haven't gotten a haircut. Are you still getting haircuts, bro?
Every day.
You cut yourself?
Yeah, of course.
No shit, really?
Trim it up every morning.
Learn more stuff about you all the time.
No, actually, I haven't gotten a haircut in over a month, but my hair was relatively short before this.
Just looks so good now. I haven't gotten a haircut in so long. It's like you ran your hand through my hair and it would get stuck. It's so greasy.
See, that's the difference between college and the real world. In the real world, you need to keep your hair looking sharp.
I can just be the funny guy.
Well, see, if you're gonna pursue comedy, then it doesn't matter. But as a former business mogul, I had to look.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, you're right. When I do work professionally, which is
ideally, we'll never work professionally again.
Yeah, I mean, I owe so much money.
I put all my eggs into this basket. I quit my job to start this podcast.
Oh fuck yeah, man! That's what's up. That's fucking drive. I still got some months to figure it out. I'm still in college, right? And then I got like some internships I got to work up over the summer. I'm not even really graduating. It's
never. Are you really not?
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's my fault, I think. No, it's it's like I don't know. It's the booze fault. No, I'm kidding. No, cut out when you were laughing.
Just switch your major.
Mike, you're going. It's
switch your major to business administration.
But no, see the thing is,
I lost you.
I'm damned. Yeah, there you are. You're back. I'm kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't right now. because I have two majors, and are you there? Am I talking to myself, buddy? I think Mike. Oh, there you are. There you are. You there, Mike? Can you?
Yeah.
All right, there you are. You're back. You're back. We're back.
I was disconnecting my phone from the Wi-Fi to hopefully make it better on my computer.
Well, if you ever come out this way, we just record it live, and then it would actually be Good Vibes Live. Until
Good Vibes Live.
We're a fraud, but
we're still recording it live.
Yeah, but we could do it like, we could just have like giant crowds come out here to hear us talk live.
Should we Periscope from now on?
I've never actually used Periscope. Is it like Instagram Live? That's kind of how I understand it. Man, we jinxed it, bro, with the connection. I don't even know why the fuck I was talking all that shit before.
I've never used it either.
Periscope.
I can't say I've ever even looked at a Periscope.
Yeah, I'm more of a kaleidoscope man myself.
Yeah, we jinxed it.
Yeah, I'm more of a kaleidoscope man myself.
I heard you the first time.
I know, but like, I wasn't sure. Honestly, I needed to make sure you heard it. It was worth saying again. I'm gonna back up. You maybe want to back out and then reconnect.
Hold up. I think I'm back.
Nope, you're back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I connected to my other Wi-Fi.
Ooh, all right, okay. You don't happen to hear distant gunfire through your speakers there, right?
Damn it, dude. What happened?
I said you don't happen to hear distant gunfire through your speakers, right?
No. Why do you hear distant gunfire?
Oh yeah. No, I think my folks are watching a loud film downstairs, and I wasn't sure if it was coming through or not.
Yeah. No, I can't hear it.
Like I can kind of like shaking the house. My parents are like, "We're fucking moving. Don't get fucking piss all these people off. All these people living next to for 20 years. Yeah, fuck you, Mr. Russo. Fuck you and your stupid face. I hope you're fucking.
It's raining. It's raining here in New York. Otherwise, we'd be hearing distant gunfire.
No bullets in the rain.
If you catch my drift.
What, bullets aren't enough to stop you? The rain is?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Facts. You're gonna get cold and shit. People don't, they act all tough, but you can get pneumonia that way.
Especially with this coronavirus, you don't want to be compromising your immune system.
My immune system's never worked, so
I actually have a surprisingly really strong immune system.
Not surprising. When I spent days with you in college, I saw you live your life. I think nothing. I don't think it's penetrable, to be totally frank with you.
I survive a lot.
God could throw at you that you wouldn't, be fine. I get sick all the time, bro.
Oh.
I got
really?
pneumonia. I got pneumonia as a freshman, like a really, really bad pneumonia. I blame it on my girlfriend because it was easier to than telling her that I got it from some other broad, but not true. I just got it because I didn't wear a hat outside.
Is pneumonia contagious?
No, because the girlfriend I was with at the time or was around all the time, she didn't get it. So it must really kind of not be contagious at all.
I'm relatively sure it's not.
Yeah, it was fucked up though. I had a.
You had a girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah, but I that sucked. And then when I got back from Yosemite, I got mono, and a sick joke out of it.
Didn't you also survive wildfires?
Yeah. By not really by sheer intervention of God, because I should have died in wildfires because that park was burning down, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to do the hardest hike here.
What if I told you, Liam, you are God?
I would not really be that surprised. I would see one time. All right, this is a real story, Mike. You ready for this? This is all good vibes.
Of course.
Pretty much primarily good vibes right now. Okay, I'm fishing. It's not going to sound like good vibes, but it's going to be good vibes by the end of it, I promise. So It's called an arc. But my buddy,
Look it up.
yeah. My buddy and I are fishing, right? And I love fishing. Fishing's great. It's good to.
Do you really like fishing?
I love fishing.
I've never been.
Well, you meditate. That's why. How about you go fishing, motherfucker?
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah, exactly. But you're doing something that like matters, and like can be. If you had to survive off of it, you could. That's what I'm saying.
I'm relatively sure I could survive in the wild.
Bro, okay. I don't want this to come off as rude, but you literally have never even had Lay's stacks. So okay. It's just why would
I'm fucked.
Why would I fucking believe you? Like, you just got a great immune system and nothing to enjoy it with. No Lay's stacks. But my point being, of course, we're fishing. Out at our favorite watering hole, just like your story, kind of opening the same way, but it's a different meaning. And we're fishing, and there's this big old bass. I am not the best fisherman. I'll be honest with you. I catch them all the time, but I don't.
How can you be good at fishing?
I do catch them a lot. It's like I'm very lucky with the fish and nothing else. But everything else is hard work, baby. And I'm fishing, and I catch this fish. It's a big old bass. I reel it in, and the hook is like really, really, really like almost touching its brain. It's just I don't know how it happened. It was just really wanted you really wanted that worm. I made sure to get the most delicious looking ones as always. Obviously, that's really the thing. That's the difference between good and bad fishermen. They don't look at the fucking worms, bro. There's nice looking ones, the ones you want to and then there's not that. And I obviously always buys those ones. That fish ate it. The hook goes all the way up in its fucking skull. And I take like 15 minutes to get it out of the thing. It is fucked up. It is so bad. And the whole time I feel it, I'm removing it. I hear it like crushing bone fragments and like ripping its fucking skull and jaw apart. And it takes 15 minutes. And there's blood everywhere, all over the place. And unsurprisingly, when I remove it from the hook and put it in the water, it goes belly up. And I go to my buddy and I'm like, fuck, man. That was fucking really exciting. I hadn't felt like anything. What's up, Mike? You got a question?
Yeah.
Monologuing here. I apologize.
So you catch the fish
Mm-hmm.
and then you just put them back in the water.
Yeah, you don't really want to, I'm not going to eat this bass, but I do, catch fish and I have eaten them. I've filleted them.
Okay.
I get it. I don't know how to. I mean, I get it and someone else fillets them, but
is there, all right. Sorry to keep interrupting the question.
No, it's okay.
So there's a limit on like
we're
how
about
many.
At the midpoint. So
there's a limit on how many deer you can hunt. Is there a limit on how many fish you can catch?
There's only limits. So this is the thing about laws. Okay.
Laws.
There's the only limits as far as like hunting goes is how much you can kill in a day. You can only kill 4 days out of the week. That's how.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up. No, don't actually. I'm right. Trust me on it. And just go out and do it. No, I don't know shit about hunting. I'm kind of
never done that either.
You haven't?
No.
I got some buddies that are really into it. They love it.
Man, I'm a vegetarian, bro.
Oh,
never.
How does that make sense? You like live at the gym, bro. I see your stories.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, you're welcome. Good vibes. Look at all these good vibes. They're just fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
Fish is belly up.
Okay.
Look at my buddy, and I'm like, fuck. I have never felt more alive. And no, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. I felt pretty bad. It was pretty horrific. There's so much blood, right? And I obviously go and I put another sexy worm on my hook because I'm there. I only get so many days, 4 of them out of the week to do this, and I cast it out. No fish are coming around. You want to know why, Mike? Because there's this really fucked up giant corpse of a fish just floating close to shore, and they're all like, yo, I'm not going anywhere near there. And even though I cast pretty far out, I think the rod I was using was fucked up or whatever. I wasn't able to cast that far. So I was like, fuck this. I gotta move this corpse of this fish I've butchered. And I go and I touch the belly of the fish. And I shit you not, Mike. You can ask my buddy, I'll have him call in and confirm this.
Yeah, I do.
The fish roars to life.
it has been dead for a while. It was dead on the hook. It was belly up for minutes, a while, you know. And I touched its stomach, and it just came to life, swam away. So yes, I would not be that surprised if I was God, or at least an iteration of God.
Okay. It's crazy. I totally forgot that was the question that led to this story.
Well, I don't do random.
Just as God does not do random.
I
Now, Liam, what if I told you?
They're making sense. Sorry, Mike. Go on.
What if I told you we're all God?
I'd be a little bummed out.
Yeah,
I just realized I was God, and then if everyone is, then we're literally not any place different. Like, why even bother knowing?
You're the God of your own reality.
Kind of sounds like not that great. What's my reality, Mike? All right.
I don't know, man. It's your reality.
I'm a comic who's not going to be able to go on stage for like 2 fucking years because some fucking idiot thought bats were delicious. Just kidding. Didn't prepare his bats correctly because they are delicious.
Do we know that's what happened?
No, I'm almost positive for sure. Now, I wasn't sure about the women voting or whatever before. I know for a fact. I know where this came from, Mike.
Tell me.
Are you familiar with the film franchise? Oh, sorry, video game franchise / film franchise / animated movie franchise? Probably comic books. Resident Evil.
No.
Okay, I was just going to parallel. It's pretty much what happened in that game, but that's fine. I think they were studying, and by they I mean the scientists in China, Wuhan in particular, the bioweapons research facility that I hear so much about. Was studying bats, in particular coronaviruses, which, you know, they had the SARS virus about a decade ago or something. I don't know. Killed like
2004.
Whatever. Or yes, I don't. You know, who fucking cares? We have Corona now. No one gives a fuck about SARS.
Well, this isn't the first coronavirus.
Yes, it's actually the 19th, I think, identified one. But I also
that's not true either. I don't know how many coronaviruses we've had, but COVID-19 is because it started in 2019.
So, okay. Not gonna lie, you're kind of blowing my mind right now.
Did you not know that?
No, see, someone said that, like, I think in a class the other day over the Zoom.
Yeah,
over the Zoom. Know, and I like, is that fucking true?
Yeah, it is.
And I asked someone else, like, in a private chat, which apparently the teacher gets to see anyway. And which fucking sucks because I've been asking for I haven't been asking, I've been sending nudes to everybody. It's just funny to me, bro. Like, we're in class and suddenly Jimmy's looking at my dick, like, no matter what, and like, it's like, oh, what's Liam got to say, you know? And it's my dick always. But yeah, no, someone said that, and then I checked with my friends, like, is that true? And they said no. So
it is true.
Trusted them because it made sense to me. I had never thought about it.
Yeah.
But it made sense. And
am I allowed to take a potty break?
Yeah, I'll keep you entertained. I'll keep you going.
I'm gonna pee myself, so I'll be right back.
All right. How's everyone doing today? You guys doing well? Good. I'm really happy to hear it. I hope everyone's out there staying safe, washing their hands. You know, telling their loved ones they care about them, because it's a scary world. You know. We here at Good Vibes Live, we like to keep it, you know, positive, you know, but we don't like to keep things light. We got to be honest with you. Things are scary out there. They really are. A lot of uncertainty. Job market is collapsing. The economy is fucked. And we got this virus that are keeping people distant from each other. You know, I don't know about you, but I feel like a lot of us depend on one another, you know, not even realize that we don't even realize how much we matter to each other until something like this takes the opportunity to, you know, be together like we once were. I miss
What's
it.
up?
Hey, how's it going, Mike? How you doing? They've been great. I just checked in. So, you know, what they were thinking of stuff, you know, and I was like, you know, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy that they're happy. You know, that's all I hope. That's because we're good vibes. That's what we do here.
Good vibes.
So I got that show tomorrow, Mike. I was just thinking about it. I told you about that. Like, I'm really surprised that I'm doing like that. They wanted me to do a show. I was talking to the person today who organized it, and I'm like, I'm very authentically surprised you guys asked me to do this. Not because I'm not hilarious. I'm great. I'm one of the best comedians that have ever walked the face of the earth. I'm just so young. I got all this blood in me, and I got blood of other people in me, adrenochrome and stuff, whatnot. But the point I'm making is last time I did a show at my school, it kind of went terribly. I think, is to put it lightly, in front of like just so many witnesses, like well over 100 people, and it was because I was asked to do a roast, and you don't give someone a lot of content. They gotta say some stuff that is not actually going to be nice because they only have what you look like to make fun of. And let's just say I said some pretty bad stuff, Mike. I really did. I don't regret a single fucking thing I said. I regret they didn't give us more material so I could have been that consistently fucking awesome the whole time, right? Because I said some real good stuff, Mike, that went under the fucking radar and underappreciated. In fact, a lot of that stuff bombed hard in front of those fucks. Those fucking... They're all like, whoa, he's really saying some fucked up shit. And I'm sorry. It's because I cut my teeth on the Worcester comedy scene, Mike, which is one of the 3 real comedy scenes left in this country. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you mean that?
I know. I don't. I've been to 3.
Okay.
I've been to 3, I think. Yeah. New York was awesome. Wish I got to spend more time there, but then you guys all fucking... got sick and stuff. Not just you. The world did.
R.I.P.
Yeah, it's sad. But yeah, no, I don't know. It could go both ways tomorrow. My point with that being, can you hear me, Mike? I feel like I hit my mute.
I can hear you.
Okay, word. Those roast jokes, I'm gonna put them in something else someday, and I'm gonna just prove those fucks that they were just afraid.
They weren't ready for the truth.
It was pretty sweet, bro.
Have you ever watched The Zeitgeist?
I haven't. You told me that you did, and then you said don't, so I didn't, because I'm a very susceptible person.
I don't mean don't. I just mean don't if you're not ready for the truth.
I watched a single Joe Rogan podcast 8 years ago, and it pretty much molded me as a person today. That's how susceptible I am.
Shattered your reality.
Yeah, shattered. It was just like, whoa, what? No, I'm fucking around. So what's it about? I kind of got some of an insight. It's about like how fucked everything is. Good vibes, ready, alive.
Good Vibes Live. The Zeitgeist is about. I don't even know if I want to discuss it on Good Vibes Live because it's not really good vibes. It's about so pretty much.
Why? Say it's Star Wars.
All right. I'm gonna break it down for you in layman's terms.
Thank you.
It debunks religion. Not that I don't want to tell anybody they're wrong for believing in Christianity, but it debunks religion. It debunks 9/11, and then it talks about the Federal Reserve, and it kind of ties all of them together and talks about how 5 people own the universe, and then you realize you aren't shit, and your life doesn't really matter to these 5 people, so you might as well do whatever you want.
But why? Who gives a fuck what you mean to those people?
I don't.
Those people
I don't.
probably only care about each other.
Not even. They only care about money.
Yeah, and they care about the other people that own similar amounts of money, right?
Exactly.
Because they want them out so they can have more money. I watched a documentary recently for school. It wasn't like an option, but it was about the recession in 2008.
Big Short.
People should watch stuff about it, and learn. It's just because I didn't know shit, and now I do know enough about it to talk about on a podcast, but I'm not because it's going to be boring as fuck. I think we should figure out what we want to talk about here, or we could cut it tight. I don't know, Mike. What do you want to do? I'm having a great time just catching up with you. Honestly.
Yeah, me too. I say what we do
record
we
another
tell the
episode
people
back to back.
back to back to back to
See,
back.
that's the thing about the difference between TV shows that are successful. They don't tell you this unless you're in the biz, and I am. But the only difference between a show like The Wire, for instance, right, and struggling Life on Mars, a show that ran, I think, for maybe a season or two long, and two total, and in like the 2008s or something about a Martian detective. It was trash. Might have been good. I don't remember, but I don't want to belittle someone that was like their life work and they're also our only fan. It'd be crazy, but I don't want it to be. I don't want to happen. I just want to appeal to everybody in every demographic.
I agree.
Except women. And no, I'm kidding. They don't listen to podcasts. They don't know how to do that. But I'm kidding for sure. And damn, I was killing it. I lost where I was going. Ever happened to you?
Martian, The Wire. No,
Oh, God, that's
never.
why
I have a
was
great
like, "This is
mind.
a shit show." Talk about a 9/11, right? Talk about like I want death on Earth, right? But it was not that great from what I remember. And The Wire is considered great. Now, the only difference between those two shows is when The Wire premiered, it had 2 episodes come out at one time.
So you're saying we should film another podcast right after this?
Saying what the hell? We film even a half of one, then we can attach that interview that we're working on later this week with the OnlyFans. Tease. We're all about teases here.
Teasers.
Or I'm a big teaser. Mike, what was that? You mentioned earlier you had this idea. First of all, before we close, no, I'll save it for the next one because you're going to be captivated. I'm going to talk about what's in this black box. You'll know what it is in the next podcast. You see, that's how you get them. You get them with hooks.
You got me.
Yeah, I know. So, Mike, you mentioned earlier that we like to keep it up light, we like to be positive. Music, I think, is a great way of doing that. You mentioned a playlist. I think I wasn't married to the name you had. I didn't think it was like terrible, but it was definitely something we should talk about. I think it might, for instance, make sense to just call it our podcast name for co-branding reasons, because we can capitalize on the work of these other artists by just cultivating them in a list.
I do have an idea for a playlist. That is true. I think that after every episode, I'm going to upload a song to said playlist. That's Good Vibes. So right now, it's only going to be one song. And you're just going to listen to that one song on repeat. But after episode 100, there will be 100 songs on there. If you catch my drift.
Do I get to upload a song? Because I'll be honest, I've been only excited about this this entire time.
You can send me recommendations that I will deny.
Well, this is fucked up.
This is a dictatorship.
I have a list. I have the first 80 episodes planned out.
Give me a song right now that you think could make it. Because I already know the first song.
I know what songs can make it. Go on, explain to the listeners and visual appreciators the first song on the playlist.
Come and Get Your Love by Redbone.
Good song.
Good vibes.
I would say maybe give them a tune, but we'd get taken off. So
yeah, exactly.
My Good Vibes live submission for week 1 or episode 1. I don't know what there's a pandemic going on. If we want to record a couple, we can. It's whatever.
However many we
it's
want.
the least we can do to save this planet, right? My first submission is Someday by The Strokes.
Ooh.
Right? Come on. You don't want me a part of this list? Fuck you.
The Strokes saved 2020.
I know, and this is their best song, baby.
Ever.
I wrote a pilot to this song.
Did you really?
The title, yeah, it's called Someday. It'll never come out. It's not timely anymore.
Over the rainbow.
Way crazier shit has happened.
Bluebirds fly.
This is not the song, but a song we will also get sued for. So let's wrap it up. Mike, I hope you throw that on, or at least listen to it and realize I'm a fucking genius. And
all right. How about this?
I want him part of this. What's up, Mike?
I didn't mean to clear my throat to get your attention. I was just literally clearing my throat.
It worked.
Well, to expedite the process of getting more songs on there, for the first 10 episodes, we'll both add a song,
Mm,
and then after that, we'll go episode for episode.
I can get behind that.
Nice
But yeah, we'll have a meaty album by the
album.
end of episode 10.
After everyone
We could,
realizes
release them
that
as
every
mixtapes,
song I'm putting
sell
on
them,
there is my
sell
own
them.
music, that's when things will get really fishy.
Finally. See, I was really hoping this would come into play because I do think you're an incredibly gifted musical talent.
Thank you.
You should utilize it.
I'll
All
spit
the
us. I'll spit us out. I'll spit us out.
Okay. What are you gonna rap about?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it might be kind of, I think we should just freestyle every podcast from now on.
Yeah.
And people, if we did that, we'd be really, I can't do it.
Let's write a musical.
I have several, I'm sitting on several, so,
Okay, good, because I too am sitting on several.
in concepts for like 4 more.
I I have concepts for 5 more.
Fuck.
That's 9 more musicals.
Damn it. Well, this has been great. Good vibes, honestly. Got those 2 songs on the playlist. My song's better, you'll see. Not to be competitive about this, but if you were, wow, there's so much more depth.
All that matters is that vibes are good.
They're great. Even at the end of the world here.
All right.
This has been a lot of fun, Mike. I am gonna try.
My name's Mike Carm.
Recording. How do I do? Oh, the stop recording option. My name is Liam Marr. Looks like Meager. All right, it sucks. I know. All right, have a great night, everybody. Or whatever.
See you next week.
Yep. Peace out. Stop cloud recording. Yeah.